State's Attorney's Office must often deal with extremely difficult cases that can take a toll on the employees who work there. Easing that toll is the goal behind a new resource in Winnebago County. Miriam Niesmeyer introduces us to the person taking on that challenge.
The Winnebago County State's Attorney's Office hired an on-site counselor to provide support and resiliency to victim advocates. The new counselor says helping people is her passion.
Being married to a Rockford police detective, I have a huge heart and passion for helping people in these high exposure roles.
That personal connection led Ashley Kohani into her new role inside the Winnebago County State's Attorney's Office. Leaders hope she's the key to tackling a growing concern in courthouses across the country. Kohani is a licensed clinical social worker who will provide on-site counseling for staff exposed to highly traumatic cases.
I just thought what a privilege to be able to be the person who could be instrumental in helping the staff improve their overall mental health, wellness, and functioning.
Research shows lawyers and victim advocates are vulnerable to burnout and stress and face higher risks for depression, substance abuse, even suicide. Winnebago County State's Attorney Jay Hanley says that is unacceptable.
It just impacts their life in a negative way that it's hard for them to continue working in the office despite their love for our mission and what we do.
While Kohani will give staff members counseling and education, she'll also tap into another resource.
This is River.
River is Kohani's one-year-old therapy dog.
Animals have an amazing way of lowering our stress levels very physiologically.
And Hanley is confident that long-term the position will help his team better seek justice.
Having a more resilient office, more resilient, healthier, happier prosecutors and staff will directly affect our mission in a good way.
Leaders say no tax dollars are being used and the position is funded through forfeiture funds.
Now, the program has been around for about a year in the making, and they're already showing signs of demand. According to Hanley, all appointments for April have been booked.